Hello friends and future lovers. I'm here today to start a little Let's Play of the original Half-Life game. This, this game was released in 1998. It sort of revolutionized first-person shooters a lot. I didn't play this game a lot when it came out. I played a lot of Quake and Duke Nukem in the 90s. But I don't remember the first time I played this game, honestly. But it's been a while that I've been playing it on and off, and I've been playing it a lot lately, and I thought it'd be fun to just to do this. This is kind of aimed at people who haven't played the game, or maybe haven't played it in a long time, or didn't finish it, to sort of like familiarize you with the game, and especially the lore and the story, the backstory. There's a lot of story behind the scenes that informs the game. And that's one of the cool things about it. One of the revolutionary things about it is that it almost seems like the gameplay kind of serves the story. It doesn't. I mean, everything serves the playing of it, but much more so than some other games that had plots. But this one, well, you'll see it hopefully as it goes along. So I'm going to be playing it on easy. And I'm going to sort of take my time going through it because I kind of really want to explore the environment and the world and the story for anybody watching. Fair warning, there's, this is a first-person shooter, so obviously there's violence, but there's a fair amount of gore and horror elements to it. It's a little cheesy by today's standards. It's not, I don't know how different people would react to it, but that's there. It's part of the story. You can turn the sort of blood and guts off, but it's not the same. So anyway, let's start. Before I start, I'll just say, like, this first chapter is almost, you could call it chapter 0, in that you don't really do anything. You're this character right here on the screen, Gordon Freeman, a physicist who works at Black Mesa Research who works at Black Mesa Research Facility in New Mexico, a repurposed nuclear missile silo from the Cold War. The complex is vast and sprawling and cavernous and sort of falling apart, as you'll see. So anyway, let's just start it. I'll be mostly not talking because there's a voiceover. There's an announcer that kind of helps set the stage. So let's do this.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
Here we are.
This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
Hey, Barney.
The time is...
That guy's name is Barney, by the way.
47 a.m.
I'll expand on that later.
Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high.
Look at that. The fence doesn't go all the way. Look at that. No fence down there either.
At a pleasant 68 degrees at all times.
Ridiculous.
This train is inbound from level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high security,
that's kind of cool looking.
Beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the central transit hub in Area 9 and board a high security train. If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system,
that's a missile.
You must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high security branch of the transit system.
The level of detail is kind of cool. Even in this sort of expository chapter, there's somebody who programmed that little forklift driver.
Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system. Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction.
Military helicopter right there.
It is necessary to
This
Disabled
facility
personnel
is,
should be evacuated
I think,
first.
largely funded by the
Please
US
stay
government.
away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
And there's a lot going on here that apparently sometimes involves the military. We'll see more of it a little bit later. We definitely meet some military people. Every time I go through this chapter, I'm like, I kind of wonder, what all these huge cavernous rooms were originally for. This is such a huge tunnel. There's just so much space in here. I mean, most of it is all underground.
A reminder that the Black Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission.
Anomalous Materials, that's where
Remember,
we work.
more lives than your own may
Another
depend
unsafe
on
catwalk.
your fitness.
Lots going on
Do you have
here.
a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low
That's a
clearance
cool little
security.
machine right there. Like,
Please
I wonder,
contact Black Mesa personnel
why are those
for
floors so
further
low?
information.
Is this once like a pit for coolant or something? I don't know.
Biotechnology or other high-tech disciplines. Please contact
One of the
your
things to keep in
civilian
mind,
recruiter.
though, is that, like, the level design
Black
itself,
Mesa Research Facility is
um,
an equal opportunity employer.
they're well-designed levels, but they make for a strangely designed facility.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled
That machine, that's
urinalysis
cool.
or
You see
radiation
that
check
man in the
is grounds for
blue
immediate
suit there?
termination.
He's
If you
important.
feel you have been exposed to
We'll see him more.
radioactive
We're
or
gonna
other
call him
hazardous
G-Man.
materials in the course of your duties,
See, the
contact your
place is falling
aviation
apart.
safety officer immediately.
It's funny that they have
Work
this
safe.
announcement talking
Work
about
smart.
safety,
Your future depends on it.
and it's clear that this place is anything but safe.
Now arriving at Sector C test labs and control
Alright,
facilities.
Sector C, Anomalous Materials, that's where Gordon works.
Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings.
Lots of
Thank you,
security
and
at this
have a very
place.
safe and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Yeah, whatever. Actually, I think the fact that Gordon is running late is a really fun little detail. And everybody mentions it to him. It's like, oh, hey, you showed up. Um, yeah, go ahead, let me in. Thank you. Look at that, you can't even see the floor. This is the first opportunity you have to die in the game. You can just fall there. Anyway, that's the end of this chapter. It's very short. It's just, setting the stage. The game really kind of starts properly when you get to the next chapter, called Anomalous Materials, which I'll do next. So anyway, that's the beginning of Half-Life. I'm actually really curious to hear from people who've never played it, like what they think so far, just having seen the first 6 minutes or so of the game, and like, because at the time that they did it, it was somewhat of a risk. Like previous FPS games, I mentioned this, like didn't have as developed out plots, and so doing this of having like you doing nothing for a while, and then it's still not until the third chapter after this one where you really start getting weapons and you start getting to really do stuff. It's a slow build, and it kind of defines the game in a way. It wouldn't be the same game without all that. So anyway, I'm blabbing. I'm going to talk some more in the next next chapter, which I'll record right after this. So, thanks. Enjoy.